Facebook. I think we're good. All right. Good, good. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's one of the things that this practice really helps me with and has helped me with is feeling what I've gathered up, what I'm carrying around, and as a result, what I can just let out of my system. Because my kids were with their dad, for example, over the weekend, and they went out and they were great pictures and they had such fun, and they were taking care of their cousin, and you know, the photographs looked wonderful, and they were cooking great meals, and the simplest things such as errands and laundry were a pleasure, and I can easily see that and spin out a story and say they're so much happier with him than they are with me. and so then that it's better somewhere else drains me. I do that. I create that draining. I leak that out because of my choices. And then I kind of lodge in this low energy place. And in this practice, as we show up, as you set up, just know that you are setting up the circumstances, the very physical equipment of removing that old low vibe, so that I can come back again and again and remember what I'm here to do. That everyone else's goodness is good and has no diminishment to my goodness. That he can be a great dad and have a great weekend, and yes, when they come to me, I'm the taskmaster and the math comes out and we do the dishes and you put your bed away. You know, it's a different vibe, but it's mine and it's good, and that's his and it's good. And we're amplifying good upon good upon good. That truly the kundalini energy is that which within us is the good of the good. And so I am here this morning to release those questions, release that sensation of good mom, not good mom, you know, really just let that out of my body. With every breath, I'm making space for the possibility and for the certainty that this is who I am and what I'm here to do in my very own way. And at its heart, it is not at all personal. It is not at all personal, this work, because we are eternal. There is an aspect inside of you that is eternal, and that's yours, and that is beyond question. And the circumstances will change, and the stories will change in that sense of don't take it personally. I'm taking it very personally. I feel like a bad mom. All of that's just noise and waves. And I'm going to go under the waves and remember I am an extension of the great good of the world. So clear the system and come into who you're here to be. All right? Sitting tall, palms together, heart high. Re-establishing ourselves within and without. Here we go. Om Namo, I bow to everything outside of me. Everything guiding me, healing me, and holding me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me. Everything known and unknown. Everything sure and uncertain. 3 times with me. Inhale. Om Namo Guru Dev the shoulders, roll your wrists, roll it out, and come to hands and knees to begin. Hari Om Ganesh, if you are using a playlist, start it there. Hari Om Ganesh. And then if you're using a blanket underneath your knees and your shins, if hands, knees is inappropriate for your body, hop onto your chair and put your hands and knees there and just begin to round. Tuck your chin, round your back, put your feet the distance of your knees, put your knees the distance of your hips. Let your hips move side to side. Drop your head more and more. And release, opening forward and rounding down. Inhale, open, and exhale, round. And we begin. Just close your eyes and right away drop in. Moving with ability, without haste, and without dragging, without lethargy. Find the place in between and let it keep changing. Let it keep changing. Good. Rock your right toes back under the ball of your foot, opening your chest. Exhale, knee to chest. Same motion of your spine. Just adding the leg. And adding the leg is adding the breath. It gets bigger. All of it. All of it. We are here to release the old and make space for what is right now. And draw your right knee outside of your shoulder, cross it back behind you to the left. So up and around and back. Ha. Exhale, knee to shoulder. Inhale, take it back and across. Your hands into the mat, your left knee into the mat. The modification here is to do this standing. Just drawing your right knee up and bring your right elbow down to your knee. If you need to modify, play the Monday class until you're familiar, and then join in. 3, 2, 1. And cross your right knee behind your left. Heels are wide. Tuck your chin, round your back, and cat-cow from the knees. Draw your knees towards each other. Draw your thighs towards each other. Move through the spine. What can I flush out of my system? And even what can I notice of other folks that I would love to flush out of their system? The reason that I'm noticing is that it's in mine. Inhale. And exhale, drop your hips towards your heels. Fold in, fold in, fold in. Rise up long and strong, wag your tail, and fold back last time. Let's go. Oh. Always a great place to start. If I can't think of what would I let out of my system, what would I want someone else, someone close to me, what do I want them to let go of? That's a great thing for me to work on. The left toes back, knee to the chest. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Oh, use the breath, flush the joints. Good. And crossing left knee to the left shoulder. Bring it up, bring it around. All the way into the left side waist. Three. Good. 2. And 1. Bring your right knee to the center, put your left knee behind it, heels are wide, tuck your chin, round your back, roll it down and let it open. Exhale to round and inhale to open. And in your rounded posture, drop your hips towards your heels, set yourself back, folding all the way in. Inhale, bring it up, lengthen it out. And exhale, fold back. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, fold back. Fold back. Oh, and stay. Soften your thighs, your elbows, your shoulders, and your face. Ah, the outer hips release, the toes move. Rise. Tuck toes, uncross, down dog. Press it out, press it back. Hips high, outer arms wrapping back. Thumbs wrap down into the floor, knuckles into the floor, knees soft, hips up. One knee bends and then the other. Oh. Walk your feet to your hands and bring yourself to sit down. Each one is a moving meditation. Each one has stillness inside of it. Hands behind your thighs. Inhale forward, exhale back. Can you find the stillness even as you're moving? Close your eyes. Inhale forward, exhale back. If you don't need the hands behind your thighs, put your fingertips to the floor. There we go. Just letting all the commentary wash out of your limbs and your joints. Cultivating quiet. And if not quiet, cultivating the release of the thoughts so that they can just go by. You come back to the breath. Three, two, pausing upright. Fold your blanket in half, get a little bit taller, cross your legs, hands on thighs, and find a circle. Inhale across the front, exhale across the back. I would flush out of me hurry and concern that I need to complete everything so soon. And then coasting, reverse. Hands on thighs, find the circle, and then from that circle grow a little taller. Move the inner organs inside of you. Just as you would wash your dishes and sweep your floors, your inner organs require your movements. It's how they function. And then get a little taller, root down to rise up. Move through the ribs and the upper back. Feel it change your breathing and your expression. Three, two, and find the center and inhale, sitting up tall, chin up, 3 more sips. Heart up, chin in, stay so tall. Feel it build in the chest. And lift your chin up and exhale. Be still a moment, eyes closed, just feeling the change you're making. Let your legs uncross and shake out your feet and shake out your knees. In those moments of pause when you're noticing, that noticing is building a familiarity. Cross your legs with the opposite shin in front, hands on shins. And that familiarity is what allows you to use your mind to help come into these energetic states. So we use the body to get unstuck, to build strength, to build momentum, to build the structure of awareness. Inhale forward, exhale back, and we're moving right from the hips. Top of the head stays steady. And the hips as though throwing your heart forward and back. When you start out, just let it get a little softer, a little looser. As you graduate, as you get better, as you get taller, as you get stronger, it's quick and it's a little higher in the body. Notice where it's rough or bumpy, where there are gaps, and smooth it out. Widen your hands to the fronts of your knees. Bring it into the chest. Just 10, 9, 8, 7. Awesome. Feel this space. And now take all of it and bring it down to hands and knees. Exactly the same movement. Hands under the shoulders. Cat-cow up at the tops of your feet flat. Move from the feet and the hands, let the spine follow along. Good. Turn your right thumb to point ahead to 12 o'clock. Your fingers turn to 3 o'clock. Try to draw your hands apart. Let your spine be mobile. Turn your right fingers to 6 o'clock. So your right fingers point towards your right knee. If it's too much, turn back towards 3. But beginning here to open through the palm, the wrist, the elbow, the right shoulder, all the way into the right side of your head, and down through the right kidney. Just 3 and 2. And right fingers turn forward, and left thumb points to 12, and left fingers point to 9. Draw your hands apart. The movement's higher now. Turn your left fingers to point towards your left thigh, towards 6 o'clock, and move through the spine. Open your palm, your wrist, your fingers on the left hand. Feel that up through the forearm and the elbow, the top of the left shoulder, and down the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fingers point forward, child's pose, sink it back. All the way from your hips through your shoulders to your fingertips. Drum your fingers and then open and close your fists. that we're enabling and establishing new power. Instead of going on the residue of our habitual choices, we're clearing that out and finding out how would we move without that. Hands out and back, open and close. Find the swing, the hinge of your shoulders like a door blowing open and swinging shut. So it's not grippy or forceful. It's more about the momentum that's available to you. You're just launching yourself open. Add your hips high, hands up. Exhale down, in and out. If it's too much, do it standing, because standing is actually the modification. Start to open the front of your hips from left hip to right, right across that line. And open from your navel down to your knees. And then from your navel to your shoulders, and from your shoulders through your heart to your hands. Three, 2, 1. And hands on blocks. So stack your blocks, one on the other. I have one flat and one on its side this month. It's entirely up to you. My left hand goes on the blocks, my left toe is out and tucked under, my right foot flat. And a big reverse circle through the right hand. So it's a backstroke if you were in a pool. Up and open. Feet to the floor, pelvis is broad. Start in the base. Feel your feet on the floor, your left hand on the block, and let that circle roll you open. One more. With your right arm beside your ear, you pause. Right foot to the floor, left knee down, left hand down. Open. Find the floor and find the space within you. Right hand down, right knee down, bringing your blocks to the opposite side. Right hand onto the blocks, left foot flat, right knee down. Big reverse circle, big reverse circle. Oh. Good. Start in the floor, start in your knee. Right toes are tucked under, left foot is flat, left arm beside ear. Pause, pause, pause. Widen across the hips. Widen across the shoulders, up under the jaw, into the mouth. The whole left footprint clear on the floor. Heel, outer edge, ball of foot, tips of toes. And bring it down to kneel again. Block between your heels to sit, hands to your shoulders, moving well. So we turn in left, out right. Loosen your expression. Loosen your experience of the day this far, and just let it loosen. Off your face. Turn from your navel, be turned, becoming less directed and more receptive. Loosen your hold on the afternoon. That if we do what we know, we will likely repeat yesterday. We say we want to grow. Left elbow up. Right hand holds the left elbow. Left armpit holds your chin. We go quickly. Shake it loose. So that this afternoon there is at least something that we are doing differently. Ever so slight. In left, out right. 10, 9, 8. Keep that going. Left hand holds right elbow. We go. Chin into the right armpit. Keep that spin. Keep rising up and out of the shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2. The center, the way you began. Heels out, toes up, thumbs up. As you come forward, split your hands, exhale back, inhale up. A minute. But just 1 minute of each thing can absolutely change the chemistry that's inside of us. And that chemical change means that we make changes in the glands of the body. And the glands of the body change the way we perceive things. Are we at peace or are we under attack? Draw your hands apart, draw your heart through, use your heels, use your hips, put it all together. Three, 2, 1. And upright. Sweep your heels out wide, just where you are. Sitting tall. If you need to, fold your blanket a little taller, shake out your feet and your knees. Good. Right hand down beside you, left hand up and over. If you need to, your knees are bent, your heels are down, your toes are up. Move side to side. Opening the backs of the legs all the way through the sole of your foot, through the outer edges of your body. Right hand stays down, left arm beside your ear, pause. Use your right hand to spin your left hip to the floor. Loosen the jaw. Left hand down, right hand high, arm beside your right ear, stay. Use your left hand, press down, press away, drop your right hip into the floor. All the momentum, all the movement we made, allow it to rearrange and to open access to the right side body. And upright. Fingertips stay behind you if you're tight, knees up, heart forward, as you can. Or fingertips walking in, palms to the floor, elbows to the floor, getting longer. Settle. Draw your heart forward between your heels. And then walk yourself up. Pause. Bring the soles of your feet together. Fold your blanket in half, get a little taller. Put your hands on your ankles and let your knees just rise and fall, fluttering. Right? Eyes closed. Add a whisper here. Out the mouth is the tension in your hips. Close your mouth, out the nose. Root down into the seat and up through the spine. Looser, taller, more regal. Five, four, three, two. Left leg out, right heel in, fold and rise. Changing. Right leg out, fold. Hands on either side of the shin to catch yourself as you begin. Hands to the shin is the next step to help as you fold. Hands to the heart as you fold, to the head as you rise. So each of these is an option. And only you know which option is best. Three, two, one. Right leg out, fingertips on either side. Find the breath. Pull your heels towards your hips. Lengthen your spine. Left hand to your shin or tips of toes. Right hand to the shin or on the left hand. Draw your heels towards your hips. Strengthen it. Widen the elbows. If you're going to fold a little bit, lift the hands off the foot. Press the hands together. Go 5, 4, 3. Lengthen and strengthen. 2, 1. Rise. Rinse it out for 3. Folding and rising and folding. Left foot out. Hands on either side. Find the breath. Right hand to the shin or to the toes. Heels towards the body. Left hand to the shin or to the top of your right palm. Press. If you choose, float your hands an inch off the toes and breathe. Five, 4, 3, 2. Rise. Cross your legs. Put your left away, facing away from you. Your right facing you. Hands hold each other, turning left and turning right. Inhale left, exhale right. To the center, your hands reverse, right hand faces away, hands up and down. Any shoulder issues, only head height, or if you feel whole and safe, hands overhead. Exhale down, inhale up. 3, 2, 1. Hands up, inhaling. Chin up, 3 more sips. Fill your collarbones. Hard up, chin in. Lengthen the back of your neck. Release your hands up high. Reach your seat down to come out. The chin comes up, the breath goes out, the elbows down, the hands come down. Come to hands and knees. Without drama, without reluctance, without excuse. Hands and knees. Right toes rock back, toes to the floor. Set it up by rocking forward and rocking back, toe to the floor. Always warming up. Look to your left knee, draw your navel to your spine. This is our strength. Left toes into the floor, coming forward, a little bend in the elbows. Any shoulder injuries, don't go further. Or start to lift your right heel higher, navel to spine. No arch in the back, working there. When you're ready, you're lifting your knee off the floor. So the modification coming here is high plank, right foot behind the left. When you're ready, the full gesture, right heel stays high, little press. So little bend in the elbows, and then your right heel takes you up and back. So what are you still carrying around? What kind of doubt are you still harboring in your system? Because now is not a great time for doubting. 3. And for 2. And for 1. And knees down. It's a great place to take what you are frustrated with and get it out of your system so you don't take it out on someone else. Rock forward, rock back, left toes to the floor. Everything's open and ready. You find the option that you can sustain with safety and integrity. Work right here, or lifting your left foot, a little bit of a bend in the elbows. Your gaze is on your right knee. Your right toes are tucked under. Use your left heel to lift you up and back. Off the right knee, foot down to start. Or keeping your left foot high, bend in the elbows, take it back. Use your left heel and use your power. Are you willing to put it in? I so admire that. I have held back and held back and held back, so no one would be upset with what I'm capable of. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Hips back. Keep your head up and your heart up. So that we know for ourselves, no one can tell us you can do this, you can't. We try it out. We try it out day after day. We just get used to how much power we have. We get used to how we temper our power so that if we feel powerless, somebody has to help us. So one option is to kneel. And one option is the chair, and one option is to stand. Settle until you feel your breathing and your heart rate widen. Interlacing your fingers, the hands up and the hands down. Close your eyes. Tiny bend in the knees, land in your heels. Where can it get easier? Even in your expression, can it get easier? Where can you give it a little moxie? Where can you give it a little swagger? I am this. Where can you feel so at home in yourself that you're willing to see your own ability and enjoy its light? That's the swagger. That's the one that's true and real. Not showing off, just absolutely at home in yourself. Three, two, hands up, sips, go 3 in. Chin up, exhale, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Standing tall. Shake out your feet, your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Set yourself up a little wider, palms almost to touch. Elbows bent, hands open and closed. Start right there. Little bend in the knees so that you're pliable, so that you're plugged in. Eyes closed. This is yours. As your chest opens, as your shoulders allow, you begin to lift the hands a little higher than the shoulders and begin to open the elbows until perhaps the arms begin to straighten, both open and close. If this creates too much tension in the neck or the shoulders, bend your elbows, shake it out. Start where we started. This is yours. Hands are open. I want you to put one foot slightly forward, one foot slightly back. Protect your low back right here. And we go, open and close. Eyes closed. Just noticing your response as your body turns on. If any increase in power generates a response of anxiety, we'll lock down. We'll try to get away from this power. We'll try to shut it down a little bit somehow. I want you to soften. Invite it through you. It's not here to harm and it's not here to disrupt. This is your birthright. Let it through you. Change your feet. And then just stay so steady. The challenge will find you. The difficulty of the day is with us even now. But you are wiser now. And you know that nothing is against you. Not once it's inside of you, that is yours. And you can open it and find its power and let it move. Do you dare amplify who you are from inside? What feels right? Little at a time, there is no better self. But just feel what can open, what can blossom, what is more delightful than you realized, what has more grief than you knew you held, and just let it move. Three, 2, 1. Hands high, step up, inhale. 3 sips in. Heart up, chin in, reach, stay. When you need to, the chin comes up, the breath goes out, the elbows down. Pausing. All that is within you, feel it moving, feel it alive. Bring it to a seat. Graceful and steady. Hands on thighs. Turn your chin to the left and the right. Breathing out to the right and in to the left. Eyes closed, the movement steady. Releasing the tops of the shoulders, the back of the neck. Good, down across the chest. And up and over to the opposite shoulder. Exhale across the chest. Reverse, gently go. Open all the way up under the jaw, the tongue and the mouth. And chin to the chest, heart high, palms to touch. Extending your arms, your chin follows your thumbs, and you exhale it back in. Inhaling and exhaling. Grateful, an extension of praise. For all that we feel, for all that we have. And what would you ask for? What would you call towards yourself? comes to the heart, pause tall, pause tall. Keep your pinkies together and open your palms. Fingers making a bowl, eyes closed. Into this field of sensation, bring to mind a memory of fulfillment, receiving a great gift, an accomplishment, a view, a rite of passage, even a great difficult choice that you made and knew it was right. Feel that satisfaction in your body. This bowl of fulfillment. The sensation of receiving and the emotion. Gratitude and wonder and awe. Where you are, what you have. And melt away the circumstance that made that fulfillment, but keep the sensation. I have this. I am this. Feel that fulfillment throughout your body and into the space beyond you. Just for a moment, you have no hunger. No hunger for praise, for things. You have instead amazement at who and what you are. Feel it in your body. Find the emotion. Let it elevate your understanding of yourself. Palms together. Hands down. Keep this. Either staying as you are or coming to lie back, legs uncross and shake out. Lay your blanket over your belly. Pause your playlist if it's still going and find your quiet. Soften your face. The skin around your eyes becomes smooth, the lips are soft. A hint of a smile as you deepen your breathing. The hands up overhead. Reaching out, reaching out, reaching out. Shake out your feet and your knees. And then walk it all the way in, hands to shins. Little side to side. And bring it up to a seat, legs crossed. Sweep wide. Palms together as you arrive. Up and open. Gather it in. One more. In your mind or aloud you repeat, I expand in success, abundance, and love every day. As I inspire those around me to do the same. Hands to your forehead center. I am this, Sat Nam. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Thank you for your practice, for showing up, for staying with it. So the best results neurochemically, what we're finding from science, wonderful research through the Heart Math Institute, if we generate an elevated sense of emotion that expands the heart space, and when we give that emotion love or wonder or awe or kindness or amazement, those elevated states, we start to match the sensation and the thought, we match the sensation and the emotion, and we match that to the power of our practice, the momentum and the prana that we're generating, that installs coherence between the heart and the mind, and that coherence improves our nervous system functioning, our endocrine balance, which is our hormonal balance. It strengthens our physical body, our immune function, our memory, and our sleep. So if you'd like to take this a little further for the last third of our sequence in August, begin to elevate. So as soon as we start moving, those very, very first movements of your heels out, heart forward, if you can bring a smile to your face and just elevate your state. What a pleasure to move like this. What an amazing thing that I made time in my life to do this. What an incredible thing that we have this technology that hooks us together. All of that, as simple as it sounds, is an absolute boost to this coherence. And as you focus on this, when you find that moment of fulfillment at the end, when you've made your bowl and your aura is absolutely full from you, not from circumstance, not from the brand of your car or your shoes, not from the outcome of what your kid did or didn't do, but right from your center, from your alignment out into that space. This is how we combat worthiness. This is how we combat overconsumption. This is how we combat anxiety. What if, what if, what if? I am. So if there's ever a moment where you consistently run into a question of worthiness, where other people's reactions are determining what you do because you just want them to like what you're up to, I'm totally one of those. But as I heal my state, I don't leak out my worthiness because I define it and I say, this fulfills me. And then I see them and they get this energy from me and they are finding less criticism, less aggression. We are this beautiful contagion of light. So throughout August, this is where we're going. We're building the aura, but then we're installing in the aura a sensation of fulfillment that comes from a sense of being connected to who we are. Not what we have, not what we've done. We can use that to find the way in, but you are all you need. This is astonishing. Satnam. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll make more.